What's up, high levelers? Funnel Doc here. In today's video, we're going to be going over communities. This is a big one. A lot of people have been really excited, especially with the new chat update and the ability to add events. And soon you're going to be able to go live in communities. So if you want to know everything about communities, how to set them up, and everything you need to know to run them, we'll jump inside today's video. Okay, so to access communities, you're going to go down to memberships here, same spot where you're going to make your courses. You're going to see communities here, and we're going to go ahead and talk first of all about your settings before we go into everything else. Now, before this is very simple, just like we talked about underneath your or the last video was your client portal. Same thing. If you want to have your client portal to be set up for your domain, you can do that. Or if you want to change it up, you can do that right here. Simple thing, same thing as before. If you want a personalized URL to go right to your client portal, which is going to be the same thing for communities or for your affiliates or anything like that, whole same process. If I wanted maybe, funneldocclient.com, I could put that right here, set it up using the wizard. It's like 3 different steps, click, 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 boom, and it will actually add a custom domain. So you can either set it up like this, where I use this one because I don't have a URL that I want to set up. I can just use this, and then use this as my domain. So pretty straightforward for the groups. Now, the other settings we're going to be going over in the groups themselves. To create a group, you're just going to come right here, hit create group. You're going to put in the name. You can put in then the group URL, the slug that goes after it. So it'd be, like funneldoc.com, or it'd be this URL, the branded one we had up here, / whatever your URL is, your brand or your description here up to 150 words. You got your favicon again. All the aspect ratios are set up in here. Here, let me jump into one of my groups here, and you just set all the, or actually here I will go through all this. And you just set all that up. Then it's your cover image and your logo. Mind you, your cover image is this guy right here. Your logo is the guy in the middle. Once you have your different groups, you'll see them all listed up just like this. You can then log in as either a test person or as the actual owner or admin. If you log in like a test person, it's going to give you the view of the client or the user, where you're going to have admin privileges if you log in as the owner. So go ahead, let's log into the tutorial one. Now, if anyone's interested, you can join this group. There is a link in the description to join this, to set this up. We're going to be learning everything. If you ever have questions or anything about that, so you'll come here. This is what your community is going to look like. Let's shrink this down just a little bit, or actually here, let's move me out of the way. All right, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and start over here in the settings area. You've got your light and dark mode for communities. So you can just click on like so. You've got the ability to leave your communities and go to your courses or your affiliates. I imagine subscriptions will probably pop up here. As of right now, the only way you could address the or to access them is to go back to the home page. If you have them turned on, you go to your profile. They don't believe they even show up there. No, see, they don't show up there. So the only way you can really access it is go to the home tab or anywhere you see here, and then see your subscriptions can be accessed here. And then you see here's your different groups that you belong to, any other invoices, etc., are all listed out here. If you want to join any more, you could go back here, back to communities now. Boom, boom, boom. And then the next thing is over at the side, you've got your notification. So you can see here that I'd made an event. We had a new registration listed. You've got unread, you've got the ability to come right here, mark all as read. And then the last thing is your actual account settings. You can edit your profile or your account. If you go to your edit your profile, it's going to be like your basic stuff. Here's all your account information, your location, your time zone, your bio, your icon for your image, your avatar image. So you've got your account email, then you've got all your different stuff, your social media, that if you want to display underneath your actual account profile, when someone goes in, if they want to log you in, mind you, this is now set up just like Facebook. So it'll have all the members lined up. People can go in and click on them if they want. It really depends on And some of those different accesses can be set up according to the actual admin, but it's pretty much just like Facebook. Everybody's going to have their own profile there that they'll be able to check out. If you want to put your social media in there, your phone number or your email, make it visible, it's up to you. And then your different certificates will be listed. You've got your different community chats here. You can see I've got 3 different chats. Any blocked users, and you just turn these chats on or off if you don't want to have access to them. So that's the account settings, and your edit viewer profile is the exact same thing. One takes you to this page and one takes you to that page. So I'm not really sure why they have 2 different tabs, to be honest with you. Maybe it's just for lack of confusion for some people, because they might, if they're like, oh, viewer edit profile, they might not realize their account is under their profile or whatever, but you'll see it just comes to the next one down below. And it's just your email, or if you want to change your password. So that is all the settings up to the right side right here, other than we're going to now check out the chat. So right here is where you access your chat. You just click it right there. You can then go in, you can check anyone you want. You can click on someone, and then you can start a normal chat. You see, you can add media, you can add files, you can use a GIF, you can send your message, and it'd be a personalized, safe chat between just you and the other person here right now. So then if you come off to the middle right here, we'll look right in the middle, we've got your discussion. This would be all, just think about it as like on Facebook, you've got your feed, like your group feed would be running down through there. You've got your ability for learning. If you want to add a course, you see I don't have any right now. Now, you do have the ability to access your courses from here, but if you wanted course specific to the group, maybe, or maybe they're free or paid or whatever, you can. So then to add a course, all you do is you come right here and click add course, go figure. And then you just pick what course you want. And then you can have this as a special, you can set it as a one-time fee, you can have reoccurring, you can have free. And then you'll see right here, course access. All members have access. And then you could set your price if you're charging, it's US. You can set a trial. You could set how often you want it to charge. So, this could be 99 per year, it could be an annual. And then you could give it, I think you can go up to 365 days for a trial now, I'm pretty sure. And then the bottom, you can set up a test mode if you want to try it out. I highly recommend you at least run one test through everything you do just to make sure it's running properly. As well as that way, when you run a test, it gives you the feeling of what the customer is going to go through. So if you are doing the test and you're like, oh, this was sort of rough right there, you can add an email or a step or a contact point or whatever you need to do to make that transition easier. And now one of the things we're going to also jump in at the end of this is we're going to cover workflows. So don't forget, stay to the end, because not only we're breaking down everything about communities, but we're going to jump into workflows, and I'm going to show you the different community type setups you could run off that, and the different things you might not even think about, because so make sure you stay to the end, because we're going to go over workflows, show you how to set those up as well to be able to add and take people out of your communities, as well as give them access to different channels. So stay to the end. So once you've got everything set up, you like it, you just hit add course, and then you'll see it will add course here. And boom, there you go. So you've got 99 bucks a year. You could then go in and open that course. So then you can also here edit the course. You can move the card. So if you had a bunch of different courses, you can change your lineup, you can delete it, and you can copy the link there to the actual course itself. Once you're done with that, we're going to go ahead and delete this bad boy. Now we can actually, we're going to edit this. Let's make this free real quick so that everybody can get this. Boom, HighLevel Tutorials, boom. There we go. So we'll give everybody access there. And then the next thing you've got is your actual members. So you can come in, you can see how many different admins you've got, contributors, people requesting to join, anyone that's been banned, and total active members. You see all their information about it. You can go into a profile, and this is what your actual profile will look like. If you had your social media in here, it'd be listed below, as well as your email or phone number, or any other stuff that you had underneath your setting. It'll also then show your contributions, which in turn affect your leaderboard right here, which we'll get to in a minute. The next thing we're going to get to is your events, which is really cool, because you can come in, you can either do week mode, month mode, you can do it in a list. So if you wanted all that, your list, or you can do it like post. etc. And then you go and then your calendar. So if you come in now, you can't. I wish you could click on dates. You can't click directly on dates, but if you want to make an event, you just come right here to event, and then you'll put in your event information. So this, we'll call this little demo event. We'll leave this as orange. We'll say this is going on, today or at, like we'll do it at the end of the month, and you just hit there, boom, calendar. We'll do the same, boom, good to go. You hit your time zone, looks good. And now you set at the bottom if you want it reoccurring. If you want it recurring, you come here and then you've got your day, week, month, year, and you can put how many, once a year, once a week, or you could change this, however many times every 5 days, you want it or something like that. Next thing is how long you want it to run for. You can either say never, which will be obviously ongoing in perpetuity, or you could set a actual date by clicking it on and then picking the actual date that you want it to end on. So if we wanted this to end at the end of October, boom, this event would keep going every 5 days till the end of October. So just get an idea right there. Next thing we want to look at is the location. So if you want to put Zoom, you can put the address right here. But here's an important thing, because right here, hide a location from non-attendees. We'll show you in a second that Zoom link will actually show up on the card. So I usually probably would hide that unless you maybe you want people to see it, or it doesn't matter. I don't know. And then you've got your description. Again, you've got up to, what is that, 300 characters right there. The next thing was really cool, other than obviously the image, which that's just an image. You just go in, you can upload any image in there. We're doing a client portal training. But the next thing I really like is who can attend the event. You can go all members. You can go members at a certain level. So we're going to show you just a second when we get into the gamification of everything. When you get into settings, you can gamify everything. But imagine this, you can have it set so people that have to hit certain criteria and stuff are at certain levels, and then they're the only ones to get access. So that's pretty cool. You can also have members of a course. So, you could have people, everybody in the group, but everybody they bought X course or whatever, hey, we're doing a specific members only training, boom. And that does twofold. It creates sort of FOMO. When people see that, not only does it give the event set up where people can go to the events and be like, oh, there's our training, and they're like, yay, that's cool, and get easy access to it. But those not included might sign up for the course, coaching program, whatever it is, because of FOMO wanting to be part of these trainings. It's still something to keep track of. And then members of a private channel, again, maybe you have a regular coaching program, and then maybe of your elite level or something, so you could have another one of that. And I love that you can set that up. I think that's really cool. Put random text in there for that. And then once you're done, you just hit next. Oh, sorry, we didn't have the link address. We'll just leave this as custom, so I don't have to add address there. So the next thing you're going to be doing is your payment details. Is it going to be free? Which obviously no info is required. But if you're going to do paid, what is the price? And it's all set up. They don't have reoccurring right here. Well, I mean, if you set up your event earlier, your courses earlier, you could do that reoccurring, but the events themselves, they're events a one-time thing, so there's only one-time payment on that. So you got your event, and that could be like $99 or whatever it is. You got the ability for test mode. When you're done, you hit create event, and now you see the two reoccurring events that were 5 days apart. You see right here where it says other, this is where that link would appear if you're doing a Zoom. If you want to ever delete the event, if you want to jump out to it right here, you can click this button, your description here at the bottom. And then I love that you can add it to your different calendars. You can do Google, Outlook, etc. Like, so if I want to do Google, I wanted to add to my calendar, you click the add to calendar button, and boom, it takes you right to your Google Calendar. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I love that. So once everything's good to go, like I said, you could do whatever. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to delete this now, so it's not on it. Now you've got this event, this and following, or all events. We're going to just go ahead and put all events for this, so we don't have to worry about it. Now, all events would also include any in the past. That's why it says this and following events. So it'd be this one forward. If you wanted past events, they're on here too to be deleted. That's how you do that, just so that you know the difference. So that is events. Pretty cool, right? Next thing is the leaderboard. And this is where you would show your different levels. You got your different leaders, etc., all time. Again, this is an active group. This is when I'm just starting. So here's your about section. This would have different images or videos about the group, so you can put that. So that's really cool. This would be like maybe a because here's the deal too. I'm going to go over soon. You have what's called Go Collab, which is a upgrade to this, where you can put your group now in a giant group pool. This is like HighLevel's version of School would be the easiest way to think about it, or Circle or something like that, where you have other groups where people can be visible now. You can now go to the Go Collab platform, which, from what I understand, they're doing a joint venture with Mastermind.com. So Mastermind.com people, I believe, are going to be able to go to the Go Collab platform. So it'll be really big. So it's something to think about. That potentially could turn into another revenue stream. I mean, look at what they did with Alex Ramosi and School Games, or whatever they were calling it. So then you'll see again here. Here's what your different notifications. Like I said, you'll see the group, you see the price if there's a price, anything that you want to write about the actual group itself. They'll be able to see the members. You can invite members here. So if I came right here, you can have a copy link, or you could write them directly by inputting their name or email. You can also decide if you're going to give them admin privileges. You would also be able to see that underneath members. Here's where I could come in if I had different people and I could upgrade them to admin, that type of different things like that. The next thing that's super important right here are going to be the settings. We'll go over here in the channels and communication in just a minute. So next thing would be your settings page. This is really important, pretty much controls everything there is to know about your groups. So you've got your name, you've got your URL right here. And this is how people would join your actual group. You've got the description, you've got the ability to click it between private and public, and you've got the ability to make it accessible from the switcher. So I'm going to show you in a second that means, but you can switch between different groups. If you have a very specific private group and you don't want people to see your other groups, because that's the difference is if you've got, like, I have 3 groups, you'll be able to see them all. But if maybe I didn't want that to be available and I just want people to see my one group and have to join the other groups to see them, whatever your reason for that would be, you could turn that off right here. The next thing are any subscriptions. Again, this is free right now, but if I wanted to go from free and add a pricing tier, you do that right here. You'd add the price, the currency, if it's reoccurring or one time. You have your trial, you can have your billing period, etc., and then your test mode. The next thing we'll be looking at your branding. This is where originally, when you're setting everything up, if you ever want to change that, this is where you change it. You have to go to your group setting here. You can't change it anywhere else for the actual group. Now, mind you, you can change in the portal, but that affects the portal stuff. It doesn't affect your group stuff. And again, you can see here, you've got your actual favicon, which is at the top. You've got your cover image, which is your background image. You can sort of see it here through the transparency. And then you've got your actual logo image, which is inside your circle. Think about it more of your profile image. Again, you've got the ability to add your different coding and your header and footer tags there. This is new. This is great. I love this, that you're now able to really customize and colorize your group. So you can come here, first of all, what mode are you using? Are you using dark or light mode? And then you have custom theme set up. So you got, let's like this orange. You can see how it changes everything up. I really like it. I have yellow lenses on, so I have to look to see what everything looks like on here. But yeah, I like this blue one, looks good. And it just depends on what you're running with. But then the real cool things, you've got to be able to come in with color themes. And then you can go deep on it. Look, you can do a gradient, which is really cool. So let's go with, like, if we wanted this primary here, let's go here to this blue. And we'll do the background here to go with like cool green. There we go. There we go. Looking crazy. So you can do anything, but you come in. That's not really cool green. I wouldn't do that. But here's your primary, your background, your tertiary color. You got your primary fonts. You've got your different surfaces. You got your background color. So we wanted that to be boom. You can do so much different cool stuff. There you go. You see the little bit of a difference in the gradient, but you can't see it as much. So then you come in, like, you've got all the ability to set all that up, errors, your border, your fills, your everything like that. Once you're happy, you just hit save to keep it. Now, here's your membership questions. If you're going to have to turn these on, don't forget to turn these on. Once you start your first question, it should turn automatically. But then you'll hit your question. You've got your text box. You've got your single select, and then your multiple select. Single select, of course, is being able to choose one of the multiple choice answers. Then you have your options. You could be like, this could be yes, and then you add another option, and this could be, no, and then you can have another one, and it could be maybe. You can have up to 5 options. If you decide all of a sudden you don't want an option, like I just want to be able to use yes or no, you just hit the trash can, deletes it. Next thing would be multiple select, same thing, but now I'm able to choose multiple options. So maybe you have a list of software. Hey, what are you using? Click as many as apply, and they can then choose as many as you want. Then you have right here, you have up 100 characters that you can put in as your actual question. Keep that pretty short, like it says, 50 characters or 150 characters, go real quick. You can have up to 3 questions right here, and then you can make it whether a question is mandatory or not to be able to join. Next thing is your gamification. Now, this is what we talked about earlier. So you come right here and you'd be able to say how many different members, once they start doing different tasks, you'll be able to give them different levels depending on how much stuff they do. So you can come down here and add a reward. So if I want to add a reward, maybe it's like a one-on-one with me, and we'll just put me, but be a description with a funnel doc, and I hit save, and we'll just tap that again. We'll copy it again, put in the description, and there you go. And now they have the ability to redeem different rewards and stuff. You can set this up and really go deep on it, of what they can get for different rewards, where they can turn in different points and stuff like that. So next thing here, we've got your different links. These are promotional links or any type of links that you want. These would appear right here on the bottom. So for instance, if I just, let me just grab any old link here real quick. We'll put this in here just to show you. You go back. There we go. We'll put in this as a link, and we'll put test so you can see. And then you have the ability for this to be private, where only visible to group members, or if you turn this off, it will be visible to everyone. That's people that aren't in the group. So if people are looking at and they found you in the Go Collab platform, this link would be visible. But if you turn it on, then it's only going to be visible to people in the group. And you just go like so. You can see if you want to edit or delete it. And then if you look right here, you'll now be able to see, there's the link right here. See how it says test right here? Here's that link. So then you go back to the settings, go back to link, we'll delete that bad boy. And the next thing would be reported content. So if they have anything that's been reported, I'm going to show you in a second where you can report stuff, how to do all your channels, all that cool stuff in a second. That would be listed right here in the discovery. So if you have more than 10 members, you're able to be on the Go Collab platform, which will, at the end, I'm going to show you the Go Collab platform, explain all that. But if you have more than 10 members, you can now turn this on, and then you'll be able to recommend your group, and then people will be able to discover you on the Go Collab platform. So the final thing we're going to do right here on this actual page when it comes to communities, before we start talking about the Go Collab stuff, is the actual channels themselves. Now, you'll see here is the group name and the public group, how many members it has. You can slide this in if you want to hide it. Then you'll see next to it says groups. Now, this is what I was talking about before. See, here's all 3 different groups. If I had that one setting turned on, this wouldn't be available between the switcher. So just to let you know, if you don't want it to be accessible here where people can just jump right to your other groups, don't turn off that one tab underneath settings for switcher. Next thing are your channels. You've got your home channel, which is going to be your main feed that will have all your posts in there. And the next one would be your specific channels, like announcements or videos. For instance, in my other group, in my tutorial group, you come right here. We've got high-level Q&A. We've got your newest video releases in there. And to do a post, all you do is you click on the channel. And to make a channel, first of all, you come to the bottom, you hit add channel. You do whatever name you want to do for that. You then add a description. It's only 50 characters, so keep that in mind. It has to be very short. Next thing is your icon or your emoji. I prefer emojis over the icons. They're very limited. You only got like, what, 15 icons? Emojis, you got the whole emoji gambit. So you can come over here and you could pick anything, as you can see right here, that would apply. So I just like that better. Maybe we'll go with a pizza. You then make this private channel or not, and then you hit create channel. You'll then see the channels listed at the bottom here. You can then come in, you can see how many members it is if you want to edit anything, and then underneath settings, you could either make this private or you could delete the channel. Now, inside channel itself, just like on Facebook, your group, you can have different channels or different settings in your guides. But this is cool because this allows you to have like sub communities within it. Allows so this one, for instance, here's all my new videos. So someone could come in right now, see the video, they could give it a thumbs up, they could leave a comment. Inside the comments, you could leave a GIF. So maybe they're like, like you could be like the good old let's go. So we're like, boom, and now here's my comment for it, boom, and now people could come in. It's just like Facebook, you know what I mean? Like, come in, you can come over now, you could copy a link to share it. I could delete the comment, I could edit the comment, anything like that. You could add a attachment to it. You could add emojis. You can add videos. I believe the videos are up to like a gig or something, so it's pretty big. But you could upload videos. I uploaded a like hour-long video. One of my other videos, these videos all uploaded fine. Here's something that's really cool too. When you go in and you click on video, you'll see that it will have the like, oh, we're not going to add a video, but if I video, will allow you to upload it. But when you're creating the post, you can see you can pin the home, you can pin to a channel, you can delete, you can report, you can copy the post. But when you go in, like say I want to actually create a post, if I click add video, it has you can upload it, or you can add a YouTube, Vimeo, or Loom link, and it will just embed directly from that link into the post. So it's not going to link out; it actually links in the post, and it has a pop up that pops up. And then you can put, what's in the actual post, etc. Same thing for a link, URL. You've got the ability to add an attachment. You can also see control right here if it had a different channel you wanted to have it. This is the channel it's in right now. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward, just like you would imagine in, like Facebook or anything like that. I know they're really modeling off that. So you can pretty much do everything you can do in other groups here. The one thing I'm saying they are missing in communities that I know is going to be coming soon is availability to go live. So now that they've got chats, they've got events, they've got the ability to go live coming soon, it's going to be next level. So the next thing we'll finish up in is we're talking about the Go Collab part app. So if you go back into the actual platform itself, you're going to see this down at the bottom here, which is Go Collab Marketplace. If you click on that, there's going to be a little video, and then you can hit activate now. You'll go, then you pick which one. Remember, you have to have more than 10 people in here. When you do that, it's then going to allow you to go to, if you type to gocollab.com. So that is the Go Collab platform. Let me know if you have any questions. Remember, when creating your branded app, it does take about a month to get everything set up. So keep that in mind. It's not an instant process. So thanks so much for watching today's video. In the next video, we'll be going over all the different stuff in the payments tab, covering all the rest of the stuff that we have set up in there, as well as snippets. So thanks so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Well, back out. Peace.